have arrived. Hey everyone, Kevin Gallagher here, and I am excited because I am here at the Chateau Elon in Brazelton, Georgia.
You're saying it wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
For the Southern Lost Association golf outing and cornhole tournament. I can't forget about the cornhole. And while I am very excited to be here this week and to see some friends and some clients and some colleagues and just that camaraderie that we all love, secretly, I'm a little bit more excited because I'm actually filming not one, but two Coffee with Kevs, and today's is with Douglas Dick. So I'm gonna go meet up with Douglas and we're gonna get this thing going. Here we are, super excited, and every video I go to start saying the person's name and I sit back and say, Kev, it's their job to introduce themselves. They know themselves better than you know them. So go ahead, introduce yourself, and what do you do?
Well, hi, I'm Douglas Dick, and I lead client services for Crawford GTS.
Great.
As our AVP of client success and technical lead.
This is Coffee with Kev, but we're not drinking coffee.
We're going shams, baby.
We're going shams.
Cheers to you,
Cheers.
Kevin.
Shams with Kev.
Not too bad.
Shams with Douglas. And let's
Dougie
clarify
Fresh.
that. Do you go by Douglas, Doug, Dougie? Because Sean says Douglas.
I do prefer Douglas, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. It's
or Dougie
Douglas,
Fresh,
people.
or Dougie D, either.
So if you're making it fun, you can use Dougie.
yes.
Okay, so how long have you been in the industry and where did you work before where you are now?
So I've been in the industry around 6 years. So I started my early career with a risk management group, and then I went on to intern with an E&S carrier, Sampo, and a small wholesale broker based in Birmingham. I then accepted full-time with Sampo following that program, did a quick secondment with Guy Carpenter in London, and now I've been at Crawford for, 6 weeks.
Wow.
So
6 weeks?
yeah,
I don't know why I thought it's been longer than that.
feels like forever in the best way, right?
So I've been now to the Atlanta market, I would say since I've been with Forte. I've been with Forte for a year and 4 months. I've been down here. I've been to the Chateau Elon once, but I've been to this market about 4 or 5 times. Sell me on Atlanta. What is the restaurant that I've missed out on? What is the attraction that I've missed out on that, man, I should be doing this when I'm in Atlanta?
That's a great question, Kevin. Well, I run a food Instagram blog, so I could talk about Atlanta restaurants for hours and hours. But my current favorite restaurant right now is Soto, which is a legacy Italian place in the Inman Park, fun area of Atlanta. That's A1 if you're an Italian guy, if you fancy some Italian.
You have, this cat right here has over 5,000 followers on Instagram. Talk to me about getting to over 5,000, almost 6,000 Instagram followers. And is it all from the food stuff you're doing, or is it, did it come up before? Is it your travel? Like, what is?
From multiple walks of life, back home, university. The food Instagram blog helps, I think. Travels, but I just really like to engage.
What is one of your pet peeves?
Oh my goodness. That's a tough question. One of my pet peeves. I don't like it when people interrupt me incessantly.
Gosh.
That's for sure.
You should not have been on Coffee.
Not calling Kevin out, not that Kevin's doing that, but that's definitely a pet peeve of mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Pointer's coming in. Look at this guy.
Douglas, what's been your favourite part of your Crawford career so far?
Oh,
Wow.
That's
brilliant.
ladies and gentlemen,
That's brilliant.
coming out with the heat.
I think this
6
is
weeks, right?
6 weeks in. I
6
think
weeks
this is such an easy question. Having a seat at the table, I think that's been the best part.
How do you bring value to your clients with your background in claims?
I think that having a claims examiner background, I really know what examiners want and need. I know the pressure points of leadership, and I know the metrics that are important. So being able to problem solve, to collaborate with our adjusters, and bring that technical lens to the table adds tremendous value to our clients. And not only that, being able to execute with panache and elevating at every turn, because I really know how to elevate to meet the needs of our clients. So
what is something in insurance claims that people in our industry do not understand about the London market?
It's a good question. The London market for a long time has been a capacity play, right? And capacity is becoming more and more of a challenge for wholesale brokers, retail brokers to provide coverage for their policyholders and their clients, right? So the London market's not just a capacity play now. They're a meaningful part of property programs, and they're becoming more and more meaningful in a hard market. And really, true insurance and distribution was born in London. So, you know, when something's born there, it really is the mecca. I think it remains the mecca of insurance, specifically excess and surplus lines insurance.
On Facebook, under movies, you have 2 movies.
Oh my goodness.
Do you know what they are?
I'm scared. I think I know what one of them is. Oh my gosh, Kevin.
The 2 movies. Oh my gosh, I'm dying that you are Toy Story and The House Bunny. Is there something about those movies, or it's like, I didn't even realize they were there?
Yeah, I haven't thought about that in years, probably over a decade. I love The House Bunny. Anna Faris, brilliant.
And now it's time for Ask the Asker, where Douglas Dick gets to ask Kevin Gallagher a hot question.
It's pretty deep if you think about it, but what do you think is more challenging? Being a UFC fighter or being a NASCAR driver?
When you get into race car driving, and I have a friend named Brian Gardella, who, Brian, shout out to you right now, who races on the side of owning a restoration company. He owns a Service Master in New Jersey. What people don't understand is the toll, the physical toll it takes of turning at over 100 miles per hour, holding on while shifting and doing all these things, the vibration of the car. It is a physical toll on the body that takes years to get to. Fighting to NASCAR driving, I've got to go on the side of saying it would be more difficult for me to become a NASCAR driver than an MMA fighter.
Okay.
How do you feel about that answer?
I like it.
Client success is a new buzz term. I would say to me that's like when sales became business development, became account executive, we now have client success. What does that mean to you?
It's a good question, and maybe an answer you're not anticipating. I don't think it's important to get caught up in nomenclature or titles. I think it's more important to be strategic and add value to clients. And so I think when I think about what is success for my clients, it's executing, it's solving problems, and it's doing it with agility and panache and gravitas. So you could call me whatever, you know, but I think as long as I'm solving problems and adding and creating value, then I'm doing my job.
I'll go 2 questions. 2 more questions.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I just got an assignment, so I need to make sure my client's happy.
All right, so next question here. Do you have a secret talent that people would be surprised about?
I fancy a good freestyle rap. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a bad freestyle rapper, so.
He is lucky that we have a time window that we are trying to stay in. In insurance claim, what would you say is the metric that people need to understand?
It's layered. I think different insurers have different needs and wants, but I would say responsiveness is probably overwhelmingly important to everyone. So what we want to avoid is adjusters or any experts going dark and not responding. So I think responsiveness solves 50% or more of the problems that we can face.
I've had so much fun.
Oh, me too, Kev.
Douglas, and I feel like this has been the best Coffee with Kev I've had yet.
Wow.
Maybe I just say that every single time.
High
Charles
praise.
was the best.
High
So-and-so
praise.
was the best. I want to thank you for being on the show. I want to thank you for the time. And the idea of champagne, it was fantastic.
Kevin, we're elevating at every turn with Crawford
Yes.
DTS. So,
Oh, I like that little commercial there.
thank you for having me
I wish you
on.
the best, and
Thank you.
look forward to the future of us getting together like this.
Me too. Cheers.
Take care, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Have a great one.